You know, sometimes the sun shines on a dog's rear end. Every great once in a while it does. Another good saying for you. Over here in Kansas and got lucky. Going in here to the Ford dealership now. I'm picking up one here and I'm taking it to Omaha, Nebraska. It's about a 200 some mile trip, probably about 205 probably in miles, about 3.5 hours, 4 hours, so this ought to be fun. God, look at that. Love redheads.
What's happening?
Well, I didn't want to bother you while you was eating, bud, but...
You know, you're the only one then.
But I'm here to pick up a car for Mr. Eric Silsack.
I've got keys right here.
It's bill and everything's all taken care of?
That's what I don't know. Eric, was that the name on the...
Yes. It's all taken care of?
That's good, yeah.
So it's sitting out back somewhere? I'll find her.
I guess I shouldn't have ripped that off yet. You might want to be looking for it. That should be hanging from them.
He still, I think, still runs and drives, I think.
But yeah,
Head gasket problem.
The guy working with him is not here to kind of ask
good.
that, so...
I'll find it.
Okay.
And I'm also got a work order, too, to pick up a new 5.0 Mustang Cobra.
Yeah, you'll want to go out and see them guys up front, and then just sign, there's a paper they're going to...
There ain't one out back I can just load up and go?
Just take credit to make sure you can get it.
Yeah. You guys have a good one. So it's going to be a fun trip. You know, I was just down there in Nebraska. It's probably been a while back. It's going to be a fun trip down there. It's Saturday. It's beautiful out here. Right now here in Kansas City, it's about 68 degrees, so it's going to be a good little drive. You know, the only thing bad about going out of town like that is coming back. You hear all drivers, I don't care what kind of truck they drive. When you make a trip down and out of town, you come back, it's all deadheaded and back, you ain't getting paid for it. You know, it's kind of retarded that they do you like that. But you never know, I might get lucky and pick up something on the way back through. That'd be slick. I mean, it has happened before, but it doesn't happen very often, but it has happened. But wouldn't that be cool to go down there and get a car coming back about 100 miles from here or something, you know? That'd be really sweet. Yeah, we're picking up a Ford today. Ford Edge. Now you get to drive around the back parking lots here and trying to find a Ford in a Ford parking lot. Yeah. You know, they put these little stickers right here. This number is 8195, so you try to find it hanging from the rearview mirror of the car. Sometimes you get lucky and you find them pretty quick. Sometimes you gotta go back in the shop and find out where they're at. Because you never know where they put these darn things. But another good note though, it's a little Edge, you know, a little Ford Edge, so it's a little thing. So you know, there ain't a whole lot of weight going down the road. So that makes things real nice. You hate taking a trip, you know, with a big old heavy vehicle on your back. 8195. I found her. See, it's that one right there. Little Ford Edge. Well, let's go see if it'll start. The starts would make it a lot easier getting it out of here. See, there ain't much room in the parking lot. The guy was down here working and blew the head gasket. Well, that's not a good sign. Battery dead. See if we can give her a little jump start. See if we can make this bad boy fire off. These little things. Little bitty cars. Things about these cars here is where they put the battery, man. Look at that battery. There's your positive cable. Then you got to find a place to hook to the negative. Which right here is a good place to hook to on these little Ford Edges. Alright. Let's see if she fires off. If not, then I can load it up the hard way. It don't matter. Either way, she's going to get loaded. Oh my God, she started up. That's a good thing. Cool. Let me get my truck down here and let me get it set up. I'll leave my jump box on it and let it charge it back up a little bit. Well, I got it all loaded up, as you can see on the truck. But a couple things caught my eye. It just amazed me. Look at this big old Super Duty. This big old truck. Now the thing that amazed me, I'll show you here in a second. You got these little tabs on the side of it, but that's not what amazed me. Now why would you put a big old toolbox steel bumper that far out in front of your truck? To me that makes no sense. Got little air horns on there. You know, them Super Duty is already heavy in the front end, and then you're going to add that weight to it too. But the other thing that caught my eye was this car right here, man. It's just a Ford Taurus, HO, whatever it is, you know. It looks like it's been wrecked, whatever. But check this out. Look at all the wiring he got up in here. He must have ran over a phone line, a phone box or something, you know. All that little phone cable, whatever, just trapped in this wrapped all up in this car. Ain't that crazy? Just caught my eye. Nah, I'm just making a video. Run the YouTube channel, you know, and I saw the wires hanging there. It looked like it ran over a phone box. And then I noticed this Ford here. You see the front of this thing? Look at the front of this frickin' Ford truck. Now, why would you put some nonsense like that on your truck?
Man, you could kill somebody if you ain't paying attention.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you turn in a corner, you know how many times you're in a tight spot trying to get out.
Jesus.
That's just retarded. It tells you how many people ain't got no brains anymore. Oh, it's on there. Look up Life of a Tow Truck Man. That's mine.
Life of a Tow Truck Man?
Yep, on YouTube.
Alright.
Later, bud. Alright, well, enough sightseeing around the Ford dealership. I did find this though, man. Look at that. Just a rubber ball, probably, you know, for stress relief. Laying on the ground. It's got the Ford dealership name on it. You know, I put that in my truck. So truck drivers, I can always use some stress relief. Alright, well, let's get on the road. Yeah, I'm still on my way to Omaha. This road I'm on here coming out of St. Joe, Missouri, cutting across through Kansas is one of the most boring, I mean boring drives I've been on. It's 65 mile an hour through here. I'm doing about 67. Don't want to go more than a mile or two over the speed limit driving a commercial truck. Getting ready to come up to Brown County over here. But I mean, this is just boring. Straight across here at a few little hills. This is one of the most dreary roads that you think you just go to sleep on. This thing about Kansas, man, is flat. There's nothing out here. That's why they call it the farmland. Home of the weed or whatever they call it. There's nothing out here. Getting kind of low on fuel. I'm about a quarter of a tank of gas. Well, you think you'd run across a gas station, something, filling station, something around here, but there's just nothing out here. It's all farmland. I love to drive and I love to go out of town, but man, at least give you something to look at, something to see, you know. But this is boring. There's not even no internet over here where I'm at. The highway here is US 36 highway. Cuts across over here. And we're cutting across over to US 74 north. I mean 75, I'm sorry, US 75 north. I would not want to make this drive every day. You know, usually you can look at some pretty landscape or something, you know, but there's nothing out here. Little farm fields, you know, they're all torn up. This is all you see over here. And it's a two-lane road, as you can see. Makes it even more boring. No cell service out here, nothing. So if you break down on this stretch, man, you're gonna wish you wouldn't have. 'Cause, you know, people just don't pull over and check on you no more. So you got that old barn. not picking up any radio stations. It's all staticky. This truck doesn't have a CD player in it. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun out here. A lot of fun. You always notice when you see a farm, the house is always little compared to the barns and to the, all the other buildings they got going on. You ever notice that in life? Yep. Well, at least it's a beautiful Saturday out here. It's pushing about 70 degrees, so it's almost perfect out here. My old truck is just humming right along. See my gas gauge right there is getting a little low. Hopefully run across something here. My GPS right there says I'm about 18 miles to 75 north. Hopefully there's a filling station or something around there. Well, I made it to get fuel. I'm in the big town of Hiawatha, Kansas. Hiawatha, Kansas. Here at Casey's. Look at this. I pulled in here to get fuel. Let's see if you can read that. 16.859 worth a gallon. $47.02 to fill it up. So I came here on fumes because these things got about a 17 or 18 gallon tank under them. That's all these city trucks have got. So they're good for about 150 miles. But we made it here finally. You're gonna get back on the highway. You know, there's nothing in this town. Just basically a town you drive through, you hit the stoplight, and you keep on going. Sorry, I had to bring something else. This town ain't got much. There's a Dollar General store. Right here, let's see if I can get to zoom in here. You know there ain't much in the town or something ain't going on when a Dollar General store's closed. You can see the old remnants of the sign. We got an O'Reilly's across the street, so that's a good thing. But here's something that's really cool I just saw. Right across the street from Casey's. There's a place called Maple Lanes Bowling Alley. Look how old that building is. You know, that thing's been there forever. Well, they say we got a bowling alley in the town. Something to do, I guess. Right here off the highway. Right here at Casey's. Well, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Or Nebraska, I mean, not Omaha, but Nebraska. In a town called Dawson, Nebraska. You know, every time I train somebody new in one of these trucks when they got a commercial license, you know, when you're in your hometown, around your area, your cops know your truck, they kind of turn a blind eye to you in these tow trucks. But I tell all the rookies when I train them, when you get in these trucks, you get out of our area, get up in these small towns, whatever the speed limit is, you know, do under. Right now, through this little town of Dawson, it's 30 miles an hour. As you can see, I'm doing about 28. But I tell them that for a reason. And the reason is because when you go through these little small towns, you're driving a commercial vehicle, on the side of your truck says where you're from. Like mine says Miller Towing out of Harrisonville, Missouri. They know darn well you're from out of town. The DOT numbers tell you you're from out of town. So these little small towns, the police here are just waiting to jump up on you. And most of the reasons why you get pulled over in these small towns is for speeding. And once they get you, they're gonna write you a bunch of tickets. And then after they get through with their regular tickets they're gonna give to you, they're gonna come up with some nonsense tickets they're gonna give to you. So when it's all said and done, it's gonna cost you. People that don't have a CDL license and probably don't know, but if you get pulled over driving a CDL vehicle, your tickets are automatically double the price of each ticket than what they'd have to pay in a car.
Good case scenario is they give you some tickets and they let you go, and you got to pay the payments, pay the bill on it. And chances are the boss of your company is not going to pay them tickets. You are. One of the worst case scenarios is they park your truck and ground them, which means you can't leave in your truck. Somebody has to come unload your truck, and then they have to tow your truck out of there, out of that town. The very worst case scenario is they impound your truck. So on top of all your tickets, then you got impounds, and now you're stranded in a town you don't know anything about. So my point is slow down. It's so easy to wind these trucks up to 65, 70, 80 mile an hour. But it just ain't worth it. So remember that when you're out here driving around out here in the country, you know, you run across these little small towns. That's how them towns make their money, is off the highway, off the cops writing tickets. That's their main source of income. And trust me, you ain't getting out of that ticket. And you're not going to bring a lawyer from out of town to come down here and beat that ticket. You're going to pay them tickets. But you know something I've always wondered? You know, people that own land, you know, they use it for farming, you know, growing crops, or they grow cattle with them, you know, or pump oil off their land, whatever they do to earn a living off their land, right? I've always wondered about the windmill farms. You know, the ones that generate electricity for everybody, them big old towers, windmills on top of them. I always wonder what kind of money they made doing those. If anybody knows, you know, let me know in the comments. I just would like to know. Because to me, that'd be the best farming you can do once you got them windmills put up. You ain't got to worry about feeding them or anything. Do a little maintenance on them here and there, but basically they take care of themselves. To me, that'd be the best farming you can have. Like I said, all I can do is tell you to slow down and be careful.
Yeah, I finally made it up here. About 219 miles.
4742 Palmer Avenue on the right.
I just gotta find this old boy's house. Good long ways up here. Did I already pass it? No. Oh, there he is, right here on the corner. I'm gonna pull out here on this road here. Long ways up here, man. Hope he ain't hungry. Hey, buddy. Hope you ain't too hungry. Look like he hungry. Promise you, I'm not a pork chop. Promise.
No, he's very friendly.
I'm talking, bud.
Hey, nice to see ya.
Good long ways up here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That 219 miles on the odometer up here.
Oh, was it 19?
Yep.
Yeah, they said it was under 200, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I took and I was like, what? I got up here and it was getting up there and it said 71 more miles. Like, there ain't no way.
Did you stay off the, was the interstate closed?
No, I came across up to St. Joe, came across, was that 35?
Yeah.
To 74, 75, up.
Yeah.
And I actually got into the Google Maps on the tablet there to make sure.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well, see, they always tell you, and then it's never right.
Right, you're right.
Well, this thing will start and run. I mean, we can drop it right there if you want, and we can jump it off, or we can take it up here. What are you going to do?
Yeah, let's go right in the alley,
Uh-huh.
and we'll drop it, and I'll just pull it right on the lawn.
All right.
Yeah.
nothing like your own bed. You know, I wish I could be one of those truck drivers and say I got a girlfriend about every town, you know. It ain't like that. Now, I do got a buddy of mine who owns a trucking company out there in Dalton, Missouri, Extreme Hauling, and I guess he's got a company up in Omaha now. He's got 7 or 8 trucks running around up there. I didn't know if it came with spoiler for all the time around there. Up there. I knew the other day they rushed him. Jump this thing off here.
I figured they'd charge it because I told them, you know, last week. I said,
They're not going to charge nothing.
they got better shit to do. I've been reading up on the Escape. Apparently, they're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
They don't post a lot of stuff about it, but if you look,
they're not that good.
The engine, they're just designed. Well, the recall's on. Here's what's fucked up. The recall's on this car, this make, this model, this year, but not on this car because it came from a different factory.
Really?
But exactly
It's the exact same front car.
Exact thing happened to this is what happened to what's on the recall.
Yep, I bet.
Exactly.
One good thing about a head gasket is you can let them run for a few minutes without hurting them. I mean, I wouldn't try driving it across town, but...
No, I don't drive it at all.
Yeah, but you can tell she got water and oil hitting the plugs the way it's running. She's not a happy camper.
Yeah, I figured I was going to put that seal in it and then take it.
It never worked.